Let's talk about King Solomon and his incredible wisdom, his understanding, and insight. This man is a character of the Bible. He is also known by many people who do not believe the message of the Bible. Many people seek his wisdom. Many people make have efforts to try to understand and grasp his understanding and insights of things. Let's look at some facts about King Solomon. Greater was he in wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. He had wisdom, a very great insight, measureless understanding. He was greater than the wisdom of all the men of the East. He was greater than all the wisdom of Egypt. Now let's pause here. Solomon was greater than all the wisdom of the East. Now today, people are making effort to understand, to adapt, to know and use. They marvel at the wisdom of the East. The people who want to learn yoga, the Eastern mysticism, and all the things about the wisdom and understanding of the East. Yet here, the Bible tells us that Solomon was wiser than all the wisdom of all the men of the East. So whatever the people are trying to get or learn from the East that they marvel at, Solomon was greater than all that wisdom. It also says that it was greater than all the wisdom of Egypt. Now we know about the wisdom of Egypt. We know about the pyramid, the mummies, and the great structures, and how the nation of Egypt was ruled and governed, and all the principles, everything how it was done. Yet Solomon was wiser, greater than all the wisdom of Egypt. Now Egypt and the East combined together, Solomon was wiser than all the wisdom of all those places. Today also there are people who want to adapt the things of Egypt. There are still things about the wisdom of Egypt that today we do not understand. As human beings, we try to wonder why the pyramids, how did they build the pyramids? But Solomon had more understanding, more wisdom than all that. Now think about that. How great was he? If today, with all that we know, with all the understanding that we have, we still haven't understood everything that the Egyptians did and how they did them, if we still haven't understood everything that the people of the East did and how they did them, now think about that. Compare that. Now Solomon knew and had more wisdom and understanding in all the men of Egypt, of all Egypt combined, plus all the wisdom of the East. So if you put the wisdom of Egypt and the wisdom of the East together, Solomon on his own had more wisdom. Solomon on his own had more understanding, more insight. He was greater than all that. That is outstanding. That is beyond mankind. He was wiser than any other man. All the kings sought audience with him to hear the wisdom God had put in his heart. That man was wise, beyond what man could think of, beyond what man could imagine. I may wonder, why did God do that? Now think of it. If God could give such wisdom to a man who was born of a woman, to a man who had a human father, to a man who was born and sin on this earth, how much more wisdom would the Son of God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, have? Think of it. I said that he is greater than Solomon. Now, the other fact about Solomon is he described the plants that's botany. He talked about animals, birds, reptiles, and fish. That's a science of biology. Thousands of proverbs, more than 1,000 songs, and we have the references. To understand the greatness, if you understand the greatness of the wisdom of Solomon, and if you realize that Jesus is greater and wiser than Solomon, that tells you, that gives you a picture of how great Jesus is. Here we have one man, and whose wisdom and understanding and insight were unmatched and equaled by all men. Yet came another who said, in truth, that he was greater. Think about it. Think about it. Could you imagine the greatness of the wisdom of Jesus? Could you imagine the greatness of his understanding and insight? If the wisdom of Solomon was as measureless as the sand of the seashore, now Jesus being greater than Solomon in wisdom, understanding, and insight, think about the measure now. Or if we put it, the measurelessness of his wisdom, insight, and understanding. To those who seek the wisdom of Solomon or any other wise man, I say that Jesus is the master of your master. Should you not rather seek Jesus?